Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. I am in my parents' kitchen and we have successfully pulled all of our stuff from the rafters of the barn as well as the attic of my stepdad's shop. And lo and behold, I found a bag of coloring books. I just pulled them out of the bag and I see which one is on the top. So I am going to do a haul video of coloring books from 8 years ago when we sold our home. And we actually stayed in this area. I worked until the end of January of the next year, but we were in the trailer. And so everything from the home got moved into either at my husband's parents' house and then at my mom's was the rest of the stuff. We have successfully compiled all of it down in my mom's empty barn, and we are all set up to have 2 garage sales 2 weekends in a row. The coloring books will not be sold. So let's just look. Before I show you the coloring books though, I found a box that said drawing, and I opened it up and I looked at a variety of charcoal sticks and pencils of the different hardnesses, you know, from 6B on up, some erasers, some chamois, one sharpener, which I'll show you in a minute. And here are the original 2 colored pencils that I owned from in college when some guy hired me to, oh, that is really funny. So some guy hired me to do a mock-up. I was a graphic art major, and so I did a mock-up of a coupon book for him, and he picked the colors. He wanted green and red, and here they are. We've got a Barrel Prismacolor Peacock Green 907, and I calculated that these are approximately 36 years old. Yeah, around 36 years old. And notice this one, I sharpened backwards. Silly me. So these Prismacolors must have come unsharpened because look at the numbers almost gone. This is magenta and that is peacock green, and when you have them correct, then we've got one at that end and one at that end. So I might pick one of my coloring books and actually color with these and tell you what they feel like. So the pencil sharpener that I believe I have bought with these is this silly cassette looking sharpener that I don't know how you, oh yes, I do know how you take it apart. So this top comes off and you can empty your shavings. So hopefully it stays on, but how you sharpen it, let's take this green one, is you press and hold. I don't get to see, so I don't get to see what's going on. And I am just going to sharpen. And there it is. It's a decent sharpener, feels good. Let's do the red one, magenta one. And there it is. 2 lovely sharpened pencils. I could work harder on the green. But keep in mind, I'm holding this cassette thing. And as soon as I let it go, the pink one there, the magenta, has a longer tip than the green one. But so here's where it's exposed, and when I let it go, it holds the shavings in or something. I don't really get it. And it says made in Germany, but it doesn't have a brand name on it. So there's that. And again, I will try to remember to pick a book to color in, and I'll tell you what they feel like. The first 2 books are Nathaniel Wake's. These actually were not bought until after, in 2017, we were in an accident in Texas and lost our trailer. It was destroyed on a highway in the middle of nowhere. So these 2 books that I'm going to share with you, I bought because I got the digital download version And Nathaniel Wake, he does steampunk type images, which I had not quite done a full conversion into colored pencil. I was using these for Copic coloring. And so all of these at the end have various other images from his other books. But this is it has really cheap paper. I believe it would be called Amazon paper. But because I had the digital versions, I printed them from my printer. And he has the style that does thicker lines and then some thinner detailed lines. I like his steampunk style better than this style. So being mythographic, it has mythographic creatures. Here's a Medusa turning people to stone, maybe a phoenix or I don't know. I'm trying to think of what these are called. They've got pointy ears, but they're not elves. Hag Raven or something like that. And we got a tree person. So he has a really good style. I do like the realism of his, it's totally my style. I do wish that there you go. A three-headed wolf thing. I just wish that on the main outlines, they weren't quite so heavy. Anyhow, I won't go through all the books because it will take us forever. I love the detail on this. Some sort of troll, perhaps. So that's the first book. It is called Mythological Life. And I do think he's still, I did purchase this. This was at least probably 7 years old because it was the first year of our traveling that we lost the first trailer. Second book, of course, Steampunk Life. I also I have confirmed that these are digitized on my, I have a OneDrive through Microsoft that is loaded up with coloring PDFs. I'm actually going backwards, aren't I? So, Steampunk Life, let's see, what have we got? Very detailed. So that's a nice, very detailed image. A steampunk mouse or rat with a steampunk cat. And then the backs. So I can color on these because they're not double-sided. I can color with Copic, so that's why I liked them. But of course, I just wanted them for the digital version. I never had intended to color. I love this with all of the little specimens. Lots of detail. Steampunk pirates. Swashbucklers with their swords. So that is just a quick view of Steampunk Life. Again, I believe it is what you would call Amazon paper. And guess what the third one is? I had no idea. I do not think I own this one, which I hope not. But it is okay. If you can hear my family, they are watching the Olympics and cheering the athletes on. So, this is the back in the day when he still had his little ghosty kind of Pac-Man creatures. I have a couple of his books that do that. I even have tags. These have tags, and so it makes me wonder if when I first hit the road, before I traveled, yeah, here's these horses, and then you're supposed to color in more things, and being a horse person, that is why this is in here. Yeah, this is very old Kirby, isn't it? With the, look at all the little creatures he put in. And then this side is the main animal. This is decent paper, but still, you can still see through it, so it's really not that solid. They are, and then both sides are colored. I'm surprised I did not put a tag in this one. I like all the animals, and then the horses. I really like that bird one. So, not as good a paper. What year was this? This was $12.99. And he published this. Oh. 2015. And I think I bought this on Amazon, likely as a replacement perhaps in 2018. It would have been the beginning of 2018 because the accident was 2017. Love this one. This is I love Jade Summer. This also has little tags in it, which means I might have, oh, and Jade's are, I also got her digital versions of these. So, love anything dragon, anything horse, anything mythological horse, Pegasus and unicorn. The light is a little bit funky because it's behind me. I like this one. This is what I see skeletons. Oh, maybe it was a dark phase because this is a bony skeleton dragon. Here's some dragon, a dragon with some babies. Let's just look at the ones. What did I think was good? Evidently, I liked this one because I have a little flag by it. Jade Summer uses very similar artwork style with the details are more delicate, and then the hair and the dress, her outline is heavier, but not as heavy as Nathaniel Wake's. And those were all that I flagged, just those two. A lot of hers also are landscape instead of portrait. I'm going to pause really quick because I need to get a fan. I am melting. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. It is unseasonably warm here, which is funny because I thought for sure I would come to Washington State and I would be freezing cold, and so far I have been very warm. So I'm still wearing tank tops and shorts, just like at home. All right, so love all the dragons. Don't know why I picked the couple that I picked, because I like this one better than the other two, but it was many years ago. This one has a lot lighter line work. I could do a lot of things with that. And again, I have the Nathaniel Wake's, the Anamorphia, you don't get the digital version, but the Jade Summers, I did get the digital versions. And then I'm really curious, I already see something interesting. I wondered if I had any, I have a couple of Creative Haven that I got in the lot that I bought back in like March. But here I see two Creative Havens, but I don't think I bought these. They were $5.99 at Hobby Lobby, but I did get, years ago, I got a chunk of these for like Christmas and my birthday, because my birthday is right around Christmas. So these now I think are older ones that I did not bring with me in the trailer the first time. And I'm sorry for the shadows, it's because I have the light behind me and I'm trying to stay off to the side. So this is Seascapes by Patricia Wynn. Let's see what we have. Let's see when this one, yeah, see, this is published in 2013. So these again were meant to be used with Copics. And they are Creative Haven. They only have one side images, and these have kind of sketchy line work. Yep. This would be fun to test different sets of pencils. All of these, if they're repeat patterns, would be fun to test different brands against each other. Again, it's kind of like old-fashioned line work. I kind of like it. Oh, manatees. Pufferfish. Different sea snails. Otters, those are cute. Oh, I like that one a lot. And I have no marks in this one. I do not remember ever looking at this. That's how old this is. Wonderful. These are all going to be added to my stash. Fanciful faces. I do remember this. These are from my sister-in-law, because like this would not be my style. Let's just see what we've got. More Dover Publications. You can sign up for the Dover Publications free pages and get, I believe you get free an email newsletter every week. You can do a specific coloring subscription to their newsletter, e-newsletter, and then just general, and you'll get free pages, samples from all of their range of books. This one is also, this is 2014. So this is definitely from Tracy Ann, who is my sister-in-law. And this is just not even my style. Not my style. But you can do a lot of fun things. All right, so that's enough of that one. Now it looks like, we'll check the year on this, because this does not. I think this doesn't ring a bell. I might have had this from before. So let's just see. 5 bonus images. Nameplate. He's using patterns. This is a little bit of a different style. 2017. That would imply that it is a newer one. Digital friendly, added. So he did the black. Okay, this is a doodle and test area. How about, let's try on this, what I believe is some sort of cheap. I will stay off to the side since I am shadowy. Soft. I got a crumble. I just sharpened these. This is a very sharp tip, and it crumbled a little bit, but it did not break. Again, 36-year-old barrel Prismacolors that I sharpened on the wrong end. I am so silly. I didn't even pay attention. I wonder if I even knew that. All right, let's see what this is. This style of dragon drawing, I don't like how heavy his lines are again. Not my favorite. That tells me it was probably a gift that somebody gave me. So even though I bought those other two, this one might have also been My sister-in-law has always been very supportive of all my crafty things that I do, so I'm not surprised if I received these after that accident. We ended up coming back, and we stayed here till we got a new trailer and everything replaced, and we had to start with nothing, build it all back up. Well, first we had to decide if we really wanted to do this travel thing, because within the first 6 months of traveling that happened. So we did. We then went back on the road and traveled until 2022. Full-time on the road. Yeah, this is not my favorite. I do like that. And this is like a baby dragon, not in an egg, and that's like an umbilical cord. Maybe. I'm guessing. This would be more my style. I like the steampunk. And their lines aren't heavy. I like thinner lines. So there's that one. So I all of a sudden have grown my collection of coloring by quite a bit. Now this is interesting because it's like the page folded or something. I do not know this. If you guys have heard of this book, let me know. Let's see. We'll check the year on it. This is 2015. So this would have been from my sister-in-law. Lots of patterns, detailed, very detailed. Interesting. This absolutely would not be Copic marker coloring. It would have to be fine liners, maybe? Fine liners and pencils. Pencils that have a really hard tip. I like this bunny. And then the art is front and back. The paper is, of all of the books, this is the smoothest, thickest paper. And there's still thicker paper in some of my current books. I like this, just the patterns. Really pretty patterns, and again, I think fine liners. Oh, even better. 2 pages. This is like I would consider this a double page spread. Rooster. Dimension wise, I'm gonna say that this is like the I should grab a ruler, 10 by 10 ish, I would say. Here, I think that the Kirby Rosanna's is 10 by 10, and height wise it's maybe 1/8 of an inch smaller. It is just about, so 10 by 10, maybe a tiny bit under. Okay, look at that chameleon, love it. And a horned beetle. Taurus, maybe. Goat. Deer. Rhinoceros. Gorilla. Very different. If you guys have seen this, let me know. Buffalo. Big buffalo. Very nice. Butterfly, dragonflies. Look at how delicate that is. See, and it's, so you wouldn't want to use fine liners if they're going to bleed through, because then you lose the whole back page. Parrots. I don't know, I would be inclined to do some practice by printing off these pages, you know, because even though it's 10 by 10, I noticed there's a lot of white space, which even on these birds, I could get both birds on an 8.5 by 11. That would be difficult, the 2-page spread of the rhino. Owls, very big owl. Like a cat. Lynx or a Maine Coon cat. Close-up face of a cat. Geckos. Uh-oh, people are coming. I'm going to pause. All right, I am back. My family is heading off to bed. My husband, the lights are already out for him. Everybody's exhausted, getting ready for the garage sale. All right, I have this Dover coloring book. Sea Monsters does not even ring a bell. Don't know where I got it from. Let's see how old it is. Let's see. Well, it might be for children because on this page is Dover coloring books for children. Well, I have no idea where it came from. Let's see how old it is. Again, 2015. Makes me think it was my sister-in-law. So here's an image and then a story about the Norway Kraken. So all of these, what are they? What's this called? Sea Monsters. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I picked it up somewhere. You can actually see, I have my camera set a little different, mainly because of the lighting. And so I can show you both pages here. Every page has a monster, a sea monster, and the dates. So not thinking this is my kind of coloring book. Loch Ness. Very thin book. It's got 29, 30 images, and then we have some children's stuff. Family fun. Very thin. All right, next, a creative haven called Dreamscapes, again from Hobby Lobby. Must be my sister-in-law. So let's see, what have we got for a year here? Yes, we've got 2013, but originally was published in 2012. Interesting, because down here it says manufactured in 2015. And right off the bat, the artwork is not my style. Very simple. You could just play with colors. They all have very easy patterns. Definitely not my thing. And I have nothing marked in this book. Some fruit, flowers, hearts, leaves, a scene, cherries, a sailboat. Like, of all of them, this one is most interesting to me. You guys have seen the coloring that I've done and the style. And this is that same artwork as, yep, look at this. Fanciful Faces, Creative Haven. That is that art. So this was picked up by my sister-in-law. So we will move on from Dreamscapes. We're getting close. Ah, see, this is also from her. Okay, Amazing Animals. Two books in one. from Michael's. So she went around and she picked these up at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Let's see what we've got for style here. Now this book is, oh, it's smooth. Not the Creative Haven paper is way rougher because I'm feeling a Creative Haven right now. But this has only the artwork in one page, and it's even perforated. And we've got a cute squirrel, a very nice wolf, a bear. So this is better than some of the others she got me, like the bunny. I do like the black. I don't have a lot of black, but I love to doodle with gel pens, and so I would want to do some fun doodly things in the black. I think those are artsy foxes, perhaps. Oh dear. Oh, look at how badly that was printed. Ah. Wow. Yeah. Dragonflies, almost like that one. Mice. An owl. There's some rough on printing. Beavers. A bird. Bats. All right, so definitely animals, kind of artsy. Here, oh, I've got a couple of them marked. What did I mark? This is always the interesting thing. This book is, check this out. So here's all these images on this side. I'm gonna flip it because I have the feeling, look at that. It is like a double book, but you have to flip it to the other side. So if I flip it to this side, we've got 2015 and artwork that I am not so fond of. Flying pigs. Crazy gaming animals, maybe. I think those are dinosaurs. Just not really sure what that is. Crazy art. Even crazier art. Yeah, this is not my style. Very interesting. I like the other set of pages way better. Even though I don't like this very well, I could see that you could make it really fun. With the, here's the 5 toes of the gecko. These are repeat geckos. I think you could, if you were good at laying out color, like I would want to print this. This is 8.5 by 11, so I could print this page. I could even tear out this page, print it and do some mock-ups and make a really cool design out of it, and it could be cool if I did it right. All right, so somebody decided they wanted this page. I think when I first got these, now I'm remembering way back when we still had our house, my niece, the oldest niece, is very artsy, and I have the feeling, based on the some of the imagery that has been flagged, that this particular graphic, she flagged them, and I think I printed them for her, and she took them with her, printed out. Yeah, because she would have been a teenager, aged. Kangaroos with funny things in their pockets. There's a baby kangaroo. Funky southern art turtles. Strange dachshund dogs. And then look, butterflies. Well, all sorts of crazy art. Okay, I'm on my last one. I think it might be a good one. So the last one we have here, Steampunk Fashions, Creative Haven. same year, 2015. And already I like this artwork a lot. And I'm already gonna find, I have colored 3 steampunk pictures, I believe printed from this book. And my stepdad here in this house has at least one of these that I colored hanging up, framed in his office, because he likes them too. Let's see if they're in this book. And they were done with Copics. If they are not in this book, then I did lose some of my even older stuff than this. So these could be replacements. Since I am not seeing the artwork, and these, the details of this are a little smaller. The artwork is smaller than the art. Yeah, this is a little bit different. So interesting. I got to shop in my own storage, so I do have room to get this stuff, the things I have picked. I like that one. That would be fun to do her dress. Yep. Yep, so we are, I have the white cubes. If you've seen those, I have maybe 20 of them. I think I got them used, some of them, and then I went to Michael's and finished out to make what I call my jeweler's bench, because back in the day I did jewelry making, and I have all of my different, you know, like pickle and soldering supplies, and I just used for soldering a small torch, a butane torch that you use to do, you know, like, I can't remember what it's called. And you torch the top of the sugar-covered pudding stuff. So that, I still have that and all of those tools. And those are all going to get shipped back. And I have already set up one wall in my craft room that will be dedicated to setting up all of my cubes and set up a desk to do jewelry making. And I do have a whole bunch of different alphabet stamping for making little keychains and necklaces that have people's names. And I used to make people, you know, halter tags and bridle tags with their horse's name on it. It was a lot of fun. Yes, I do like this book. This is the size. So this is the size of the images that I've colored. I think I've done 3 of them, but I think it might have been Nathaniel Wake, and not one that I have as a replacement. It was an original one that is long gone. And that is it. And here's a fun colored image. So we have now done a quick haul from my long lost crafting supplies that I get to pack up next week on Monday. Our U-Haul pods will be set up here out front, and we are going to be packing up my items as well as my parents' items into their pods. So that's all I've got for an update. Do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, and consider subscribing. Be sure to color every day if you can. I have so far only swatched and played, color sorted all of my mom's 180 Brute Funers, and then found these books and then colored with my 2 old Prismacolors. And that's all I've done coloring wise. It's been a really hectic few days. So I will hopefully be back here again. I have my mom's coloring book. I want to go through and talk about her experience and what she thinks about her pages. And so that'll probably be done after our garage sale. So maybe Sunday. So stay tuned, and I will see you soon.